Nah, I'm this side today, not this side. You could argue and say I'm still like an amateur when it comes to YouTube. So I do admit I'm still an amateur. I'm still trying to see what works for my channel, what doesn't work for my channel. So today I realized that the Windows side, why not? You know, because I had to film this. This is the second time filming this because the last time I filmed it, the ISO was pumped up a bit too much and it was grainy. When I was looking at it on my PC, it wasn't satisfying. Honestly, it wasn't satisfying. That's that. Proper sound quality.
Girl, you know what you're doing in the back of my life.
I don't
What you
know why
doing
I'm
for
doing
me?
We've been
Girl, you
together so
know it
many
don't matter
times.
where we
Honestly,
at tonight. I'ma do it for free. You know that it's on now. We do it
this video
my
is
way.
about
You gon' need the
places
zone
that
now.
I've worked at. If you might hear the fan behind me, I hope you don't. Honestly, I hope you don't because there's a fan. When it's too hot, my PC acts up because where I live is very hot. So I have my fan. I bought a fan not so long ago. Every time I have to switch on my PC, I make sure that the fan is switched on as well because it acts up. I don't want to lose this PC. I do a lot of work on this PC. I've been editing a lot. Yesterday I was editing something, but that's not story. That's a story for another day. Today's video is about places that I've worked at. And my entire life, my entire career, I've worked at two places. Well, not worked at two places. I've had a contract, like legally, I've worked at two places. If that makes any sense, you know. I won't count as working for my mom or dad, but that is work. You know, officially, I've worked at two places. First place was Pick and Pay. Okay, the fan is giving me a problem because I'm asthmatic. The fan is now giving me a problem. I think I'm gonna switch it off. The time I was at school studying photography, I dropped out, came back earlier than the other students. Maybe you guys still remember that. Came back earlier than the other students. And I got back because I was like so into the mentality of being in Durban because people in Durban do grind. I'm not gonna talk badly about people here in Mpumalanga, but people here in Mpumalanga compared to the people in Durban, they don't actually grind. Here we don't grind. Here we don't grind. We wake up, sleep, do this, sleep. You know, I'm an event photographer and I just sleep, do this when I want to. In Durban, people grind daily. And I was like that. Okay, cool. I don't want to get home, just sit, relax. Let me just get a job because events aren't so busy. You know, it was November. People don't know me. I'm not the basic when it comes to advertising. You might know that. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me just get a job. You know, I applied so many places. I'm not gonna mention the places that I didn't get hired at. So I went to my brother, Ngosnati. You've never seen him on camera. Once I'm like, oh man, I want to apply. You know, he was like, okay, do this, do that. One thing he was like, oh, do this. I went to I'm not gonna name the place that didn't hire me. I went to Pick and Pay. So this lady, she wasn't my friend at the time. I was like, oh man, I'd like to apply here. I don't like sitting at home. I just got back from school. She was like, okay, cool. I'll put your CV over there. And then they called me after. Then I went back to my brother again. He was like, okay, man, just interviews are simple. This is my first interview ever. Literally, official interview. Because you have friends interviewing about your private life, you know, whatever. But officially for work, you know, this is my first interview for work, you know, for job interview. This is my first job interview. He was like, just be yourself. I think he said, just be yourself. I think that was a mistake. Honestly, he just said, just be yourself. Yep. The reason I'm saying it was a mistake because they called me like, yo, is this Samson G? I'm like, yeah, it's Samson G. How may I help you? Like, yeah, we got your application, blah blah blah. Please come come through tomorrow at 10. I'm like, okay, cool. I arrive at 9:30 something. Okay, cool. Let me go there. I'm rushing. Oh, I got there rush. There was like tons of people there. Then I was standing by myself. Honestly, I didn't do this deliberately. It just happened because this is my first job interview. There's a lot of things going in my mind, you know, because I'm nervous. Honestly, I'm nervous. First job interview. What goes on in the job interview? Fortunately, I didn't like search like what goes on in the job interview. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. People are there. They look at me. I'm looking at them like, oh, okay, cool. What's wrong with this kid? I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't even notice. Didn't even pay attention. I had my earphones. They called me. I'm like, yo, I think I was second. Oh, third. Somebody there. You know, they called me. Samson Chin. Like, yeah, it's me. Okay, cool. I think they mispronounced my name. Samton. Something like that. Yeah, but doesn't matter. It was Samson Chin. Come up. I'm like, okay, cool. I met this guy. This is actually an amazing guy. You know, first interview. He talks to me like, yo, blah blah blah. Tell me about yourself. I'm like this guy. 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 Then there's one question. There's one question which I will never forget. You know, I'll never forget. He was like, what is one thing that you don't like about yourself? You know, tell me one thing you don't like about yourself. I'm like, cool. You know, for me, I easily get bored. Honestly, I easily get bored. Then this lady, she was sitting next to me. She looked at. She was like, no, I easily get bored. If you give me one thing to do for too many times, I'm gonna get bored. I'm not gonna do that for over and over again. He looks at me, he starts laughing, and he asked me some question about your 5-year plan. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm like, I see myself in Hollywood. He's like, Hollywood? That's a bit too optimistic, don't you think? I'm like, hey man, we got a dream. You said, where do I see myself in 5 years? That's where I see myself in 5 years, in Hollywood. I'm like, oh, okay, you're ambitious, that's cool. But that one question, you didn't start talking. This became more of a discussion, more than an interview, because we were talking like this. He was not. He's actually a funny person, but thing is, he's like beard, So at first I was scared. I was like, oh, a bit intimidated. Well, white guy, bald beard. I'm like, okay, this will not go well. But funny enough, it went well. Honestly, it went well. I got hired there. So he's at the top. He has managers. Then I'm here. So I was assigned to this one manager who was, I think he was racist. It's either he was racist or he was new in becoming a manager. So he wants to show power, authority. I want to show this kid. Funny enough, it's not even funny. It's like, oddly enough, I grew up in a white neighborhood, went to a white school, so I wasn't really intimidated by a white person. So this guy is like, do this. So most black people were like, man, they never like spoke back at this guy, because I don't know, maybe there was that fear or hatred towards white people. So I was like, just white person. Honestly, this is just white person. So he like gave me attitude, it backfired. Then they sent me to the office, like, what did you do? I even laughed something like, oh man, I did this. Ask him. And he's like, in the corner. Because I don't know, for him, his way of showing authority was for me, it was out. So him, I think he was racist or was first time being a manager. One of those two, but both make sense. Then they assigned me to another manager, like, because we were always arguing with this one man. We were always arguing, like, you're Nick. So they signed me to Granny. Short Nyana Granny. She was like, no, she was very sweet. People didn't like her. Honestly, people didn't like her. At first, I didn't like her because I didn't know her. Granny, I called her Granny. I don't remember her name. Because one thing that about her, straight to the point, If this is a Canon camera, she won't say, this is a 24 megapixel, what. Just tell me it's a Canon, She was like this. This is a Canon, this is right, this is wrong. You did this. It's all bad. She was white. Oh, maybe she's still white, I think. She's still white. So she's white, and she was like, okay, you did this. I thought, I don't know, in my head, I was like, no, this lady is fair. She's a nuisance. Honestly, she was a nuisance. But when it comes to work and telling you what is right and what is wrong, I loved her. Honestly, I loved her, because this one time I didn't do something. Because when I got there, me and packing, I used to pack anyhow. Anyhow. To Pick n Pay, I do apologize. I used to pack anyhow. Put milk there, put what there, put what there, put what there, put what. It was like that. Then she came to me like, Sam. She had like a funny voice, like, Sam? Sam? Then she came to me like, the reason why we pack things like this is because milk goes in here. Then after milk, okay, picture milk, then milk expires. What do you get? I'm like, rotten milk. No, you get amasi, Then it's milk, amasi. Or she was like, milk, then becomes cream, then amasi, then yogurt, then she was like, in my head I was like, that's why. That's why. It makes it easier for the customer to buy, easily buy. Because for me, just get the stock at the back, put it on the floor. Customers, go get it. Literally, go get it, find it yourself. Where it is, find it yourself. So she like sat me down, like, do this. But when it comes to you leaving early, that she became a problem then. It only is 5 minutes for you to go home. She checks your stock. Like, okay, I wanna check if you did your job well, which is good, but it's not great when you have like 5 minutes to leave. Then you have to fix everything. What I loved about it is she was like fair towards we have merchandisers and ourselves. Merchandisers pack their stock and help us actually. So if I'm packing milk by a certain merchandiser, before she comes to me, she'll go to the merchandiser, And the merchandiser was like, no man, but your staff didn't do this. But no, she was like, no, this brand hired you to do it. Why are you blaming my staff? So she was fair. Honestly, she was fair. That's why I learned, like, you gotta be fair, but gotta be fair, gotta be straight to the point. Literally, gotta be fair, straight to the point. Then the second job that I ever went to, I dropped out. No, I quit. I quit because I was trying to study at home. I was studying script writing. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't balance it. I was studying at, well, I can't mention the school's name because I haven't paid. So yeah, sorry guys. If you find me, you find me. If you don't find me, never pay you guys, literally. Then the second school, the second job that I went to was I was like looking for a job. I needed a camera. Honestly, I needed a camera, beautiful camera. Now I have a beautiful camera, microphone, everything. I needed that. So I spoke to my brother. He worked at this other architectural company, architectural firm. So he went. That's 5 give 5. He worked at this other architectural firm called PG Architect. You know, PG Architect was a good place. I went there. Oh, am I allowed to say this? Okay, cool. I went there with no qualification. You know, I went there with no qualification. So they were like this. Okay, cool. How can you help us? Because you don't have any qualification for architecture. I never told the boss that I dropped out of school. So I never told him that I dropped out of school. He was like, you have a qualification in photography. Then I looked at him like, yeah. And I was like, okay, how can you help us as an architectural firm with your photography? I was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I mentioned a lot of things. I was like, nah, I can't do anything. I just need a job. What? They're like, okay, come back tomorrow. Then when I got home, I had internet. Privileged, I still had internet. When I got there, I went to on YouTube, you know, study some architectural things, got the program. Oddly enough, it was very hard. It was very hard studying it. But fortunately enough, I did the practice at home. Like, got used to the keyboard, got used to everything. Then I got there, showed him what I drew the week before. You know, it took me an entire week to draw something that was hideous. Honestly, it was hideous. But it took me an entire week, and I was following someone. CAD, so something like that. I was following him every step of the way. I was like, okay, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing that, he's doing that, he's doing that. What I love about that company, black-owned company, is that when you're done with your work, kumbaya. Go anywhere that you want. You know, go fishing, go what, go watch cars. But as long as your work is done, go do whatever. You know, watch cars spinning, do whatever. If your work is done, do whatever. That's what I love. Honestly, if I had like a company with an office, everything, I don't care if you're in the office like from Monday to Friday. Just if your work is done, I'll be more than happy. Honestly, I'll be more than happy. But what's the point of you being in the office from Monday to Friday and your work is not done? Honestly, like, what is the point of that? So that's what I learned from PG Architect. Like, yo, man, if you're done with your work, hey, I'll see you. Honestly, I'll see you. Literally. So yeah, I'm just hoping that my company, like, I have an office, what, but now that you know, I don't mind you being in the office all the time. Just do the work. Do the work, be creative while doing your work. Just show energy, show your enthusiasm. I do hire some people for events here and there. And I'm grateful that I've worked with several good people. I've only had one issue with one person. I'm not gonna mention why, but I have one issue with one person which I'll probably never hire ever again. I asked him to do photography and it turned out to be a nightmare. Honestly, it turned out to be a nightmare. I ended up deleting so many good pictures because they couldn't follow instructions. You know, that's one thing, that they couldn't follow instructions. Just follow instructions. Literally, that's about it. Before I prolong this video, thank you for watching. I'll see you. No. That's one picture I really like. This is a picture. I'll see you whenever. Because wow, the breaks that I take. I hope this thing was recorded. I hope the mic was on. Honestly, I hope the mic was on. I didn't check it. It would be a bummer if it's not on. But, oh, it's on.